an inspiration to all of us. I don't know if you know it, but you set an amazing path for all of us to follow. This is an honor just for you to be, excited about what we're doing and to want to be a part. I'm probably more excited than you are for you to be a part of what we're doing. Ultimately, me, Samba, and Sean, which is another one of our partners here, our main objective is to empower the youth. When you even look at the atmosphere of Africa and how it's populated over 65% students. So clearly, the future of Africa is in our hands. And if we can be in a position to even empower our neighbors, it only helps the movement build a little faster. But in the ideal of Akon Lighting Africa, the whole idea is to create employment for them. So no country that's involved or no contract that's signed is left out without clauses into where we can be able to employ the youth and be able to pretty much employ our own. The whole ideal with Akon Lighting Africa is to start in the rural areas that's unreached, that's lacking electricity, and eventually work our way into the city. Because of course, as you know, the grid is to be extended, it would be way too expensive.
Yes.
It's just impossible. So, and we can't wait, for these gigantic energy projects that's gonna take 5 to 10 years to develop when, a solution needs to be held now. And we feel that if we, especially with Africa, there's no one particular source of energy that's gonna fix the problem. All sources have to be used. I mean, from regular energy down to hydro to wind, you name it,
Levels to wealth.
Absolutely. So every piece needs to be used, especially when it comes to even the future of Africa itself. The cleaner source of energy will benefit us in the long run. So that's why solar has been our main objective, is because for many reasons, mainly because it's more accessible and it's cheaper at this particular time.
Yeah.
And then it's not so difficult to understand. It's very simple and it fixes the problem. It's very, very simple and it fixes the problem. And it utilizes Africa's best resources, which is the sun. We'll never run out of sun, right? Yes. So it works out in however way you look at it. And Samba's a genius because he puts together a financial plan that works. We got a model that no one can really deny because it's set up in such a way to where the pre-financing helps us in so many ways because of the partners that we've accumulated. And it ultimately defeats the biggest challenge that we normally have when we're dealing with the basic banks, Africa Development Bank and all these little extra things that come with it, and programs that won't do nothing really. So we had to find financing from outsourcing and actually brought it in and figure out ways to now where we can utilize the local banks to partner up with us with the whole guarantees for the loans that we bring in. And it's all coming together in a way to where it actually makes sense. But now we're currently in 14 countries. Nigeria has been the focus for us this year. And we feel that Nigeria can be the place where we can set a particular system that we can duplicate everywhere else. Because Nigeria is built and based according to private funding, and in Africa, it's so much private dollars.
Yes.
Because there was never been an infrastructure that even for proper, you can say, investment. There's never been a real infrastructure that was trusted. Nigeria is one of the few places in Africa where, investors actually can thrive here. Private, businessmen can actually do very well.
Yes.
And I think when you combine that with the system of the government, and like you said, properly managed, that's a system that's going to be necessary in Africa. Because there has to be some accountability from the private, and the public sector. So when they both are doing their part, it only works out for the people. Yeah. In all good ways, And I think from that standpoint, this is the role I think when you come on board, you'll be able to help us unravel that puzzle and properly navigate us through, you remind me of my father. Like when he speak, no, like just from the way you look to the way you speak, everything. No, you look like you and my father can be brothers. I swear. My next trip, I'm gonna bring my father so you guys. You guys have to meet. And you guys speak the same language, same language, you know. And it's just, I feel so close to you now, you know. So it's amazing. But ultimately, you know, and even he always taught us to, before we move and in any kind of way, to always come and get advice from my elders and let them guide us through it. So this is the way I look at it. You know, before coming into this market, it was only right that we come see the Godfather and get his blessing and be advised properly on how to maneuver within this country.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud of you.